Pisces, what's up? This is the last reading of the weekly Shadow Sister Healing videos. And I'm excited I have arrived to your reading. What's up? Let's see. Let's see first with the crystals. So this is the energy, Pisces. So, okay, crown chakra, queen and the king. Spiritual leader, you have to be like in leader position, make good decisions. Also, don't be egotist, but be a caring, empathic, compassionate leader. I think you, Pisces, you had this before also. So you are really having continuously this high spiritual energy. And so you get now a deck. So, how is it called again? As above, so below. So this is above energy. It's like really this planetary high energies. Let's put this charging a little bit here. And every star sign had this shaman's dream oracle. So what is your dream, Pisces? What is that? Let's see. I'm gonna read this card in the end. The story in it, but you're gonna see it immediately. What is that? Netcaster. Preparations come to fruition. Okay, there's some kind of fishing. Okay, Pisces and fishing net. 42 something. You're capturing something here in your net. Interesting. Preparation come to fruition. Okay. Then we have here extra is the Queen of the Moon Oracle deck. I wanted to give you another keyword before we start this reading. Weekly vibe card reading. Abundance. Harvest Moon. Yeah, this is really the May bond, is kind of like a autumn equinox. And looks like you're very abundant. Let's put this card better. So we're capturing more harvest from the deep emotions, maybe, because water and emotions are connected always. Okay, stay. Let's keep it white, this card. Find a better system here, but I had my hand that one reading jumped to the floor and broke, so now I have to use this fortune teller woman. Anyway, now I start taking freely. This on the bottom of the deck. Crown of water. I think it's the Queen of Cup. Anyway, I start freely taking cards for you, Pisces. So we see what comes from that. But there is some spiritual things. Pisces. What Pisces need to know? Pisces need to know. These two cards came together. 2 Earth, 5 of Earth, and 6 of Earth. So there is this 5 of Pentacles and 6 of Pentacles. I have to show these cards to you. Like, okay, first let's show them like that. I want to show from the classic deck so you understand what we're talking about here. There's some struggle with the 5 of Pentacles. There's this couple that is not completely okay. They are kind of feeling poor, focusing on the lack. But the next card is very generous card. This Six of Pentacles is already much better. So there is the card, Pisces. I wouldn't like to lose all time to the find, but I wanna. Classic tarot cards sometimes open up more. Even I'm gonna read the stories from this deck we got because that will be meaningful for you. But where is my generous Six of Pentacles? It's the last. Ah, here. You have these two together. So there is like really some kind of struggle in your relationship, possibly, that there is all this spiritual wealth here and the community that can support. The couple feel like a hand crippled and like a misfortunate, while then there is this Six of Pentacles that is very giving energy, kind of sowing the new seed of like a potential and having things in balanced, like what is given to this person and to this person. There is this balance that is like kind of this a bit like a beggars here. I mean, you would be having this crown chakra position. You are like a good queen or king. So you have to be like adjust what you give and what you don't. Like there has to be boundaries to the abundance to get the abundance. But practically you have here abundance as a theme. So maybe the whole question of reading before I look the last cards is like, Pisces, what is your abundance? You have to ask in here, what is your dream? And then we have this net castle preparation for fruition. Also, like preparing to capture the big fish or something. And is that like a, what is it for you, the big fish? Or is it yourself? You have to come in terms who you are. But abundance is the question here. Like this couple is moving towards the abundance, but they need clearly help. Possibly help from outside because there is this community like a church or somebody giving these people something. So some support might be needed in this situation. I'm gonna anyway read this special deck that is not necessarily the same meaning. Here we have then Devil and Mabon. Mabon is exactly now the party. We are having the equinox party when the story goes that Persephone is married to Hades, to the devil. I mean, this is the devil, and she has to go to the underworld, and the mother is very sad about it. Like she loses the daughter, but then the father has promised her to Hades, the devil, and she will be there half year and then she will be back. So practically, this story is really telling about this Persephone story. If you want to read more about this story, maybe you could look into it. There is really this devil, like a king of the underworld, getting this bride. So kind of like marrying yourself to a devil. What does that mean, Pisces? What does it mean? Persephone is anyway doing it willingly. It's something like she had eaten the pomegranate, how you call it, granaattiomena, pomegranate, and so she had to stay in the underworld. But then she could also get back. But this Mabon is this harvest party, and it's happening now. These are both. Are they both major arcana cards? Wait. I'm seeing the devil is, but what is the Mabon here in this deck? Is that Lovers? What is that? I don't know this text so well that I don't remember always all. No, it's not. Peltonel would be lovers. Ah, yes, this is the justice card, of course. Justice. Follow your own path. Sometimes the devils are very attractive. Percival knows that. Anyway, let's start with this 5 of earth and 6 of earth. There's something about that first. This thing. How can you be abundant in your relationships? Relationship. Pisces. Grounding, indeed, being in this true power of queen power, you have to be grounded. It's kind of this Kundalini energy. It rises from the bottom up, and if you have not good base, you cannot have any like higher energies neither. So yes, you have to have the basic things correctly first. Secure safety, work, food, shelter, everything of this nature has to be in place first before you can be in your true power. So even if you would be the person who doesn't have everything, who is a bit sick or has some problems, they cannot be fully in their powers when they are suffering. Like there is this saying like hurt people, like you should like stabilize this situation if there is some kind of issues, any kind of root chakra issues, safety and security issues. Person cannot go higher planes of having a good relationship if they are not safe first. Anyway, let's read what this is. 5 of earth. Mountains and water wall. Let's put this here. Mountains and water wall. Mountains are formed by intense power. They are thrust upwards by the meeting of continental plates, formed by molten metal and stone erupting from deep within the earth, or by huge glaciers carving and depositing great quantities of earth as they move. Looking at them, though, we are struck by majesty, sheer size, and a sense of immobility. Water, usually a passive, softly flowing element, gains momentum and strength as it passes over a mountain and falls back down to earth. It in fact can become a powerful and destructive as a falling boulder. The very water that gains its strength from the mountain slowly erodes the mountain, wearing it down ever so slowly. Eventually the water will win this long battle. The 5 of earth illustrates lengthy scenarios. Whatever is going on will not resolve quickly. The situation started much earlier than you may think and will continue longer. There are ways to gain strength and eventually achieve your goals through patient consistency. Okay, I read the shadow side because maybe you have an issue here with this couple. So the shadow side of this card indicates that you are giving up too soon or are becoming too distracted. Instead of constant steps forward, you are taking 1 step forward and then 2 steps back. Okay, that could be the issue. For example, then we have the 6 of earth. Oh, it's so difficult to left stand here. Yeah. Trees and forest. Trees, both singly and grouped together, are fraught with meaningful for us. In Celtic tree lore, specific trees have very definite meanings. Trees are used in journeying as a starting place from which to access the underworld, the upper world, and the other world. The life cycle of trees are a visible reminder of the wheel of the year, while Evergreens are a constant reminder to have a hope and faith. Groups of trees can provide both places of safety and respite, as well as places of danger and fear. The forest is the home of many creatures, and we humans are not always comfortable in the woods. It is often dark, and because we cannot see the horizon or even very far at all, nor the sun, it is easy to feel lost and confused. However, in such a dark, confused mess, it is easier to see your path, should you be lucky enough to stumble upon it. The Six of Earth represents moving from one place to another. This is something that helps you transition from one state to another state. It provides a touchstone that you can always return to when needed. It is a safe place that protects and also prepares you for what is to come. And the shadow side of this card indicates a dark and confused situation filled with unknown elements. They may likely be dangerous and may just as likely not be dangerous, but really, at this point, there is no way to know. So there is kind of fears, I would say there is some fears of abundance in this relationship, like is it abundant enough for you? Then we have this Devil and Persephone marriage here. And both are major arcana cards, so it's kind of life path cards. So better to address this because you have anyway abundance here. Let's see what this is about. The Devil. Some other sign got this too. I already forgot which one. If you are cross-watching sometimes, good look. So this Lammas is celebrated 1st of August. The first of 3 harvest festivals, Lammas recognize the sacrifice of the Oak King to feed the earth. The Holy King begins his reign as a father and protector. Thankfulness for the first harvest, represented symbolically by loaves of bread and acknowledging that everything has a price, are important aspects of this holiday. While pagans are grateful for the harvest, they know that it comes with a price, the eventual death of the god and the coming of darkness. As the end of the growing season draws closer, there is an air of celebration and wild abandon. Games are played, wagers made, and bread and beer enjoyed. The Devil card is often associated with the card Pan, and hence is an appropriate match for this holiday, although the beverage of choice is more often made of grain and grapes. There is almost an eat, drink, and be merry, for tomorrow we die sensibility. There is utter enjoyment without thinking about putting anything by for the future. Enjoyment of the physical world, indulgence or perhaps overindulgence, taking chances that may pay off or taking risks with too high price. That's the Devil here. Then we have this May bond that is exactly this party now with the equinox. These might be things that you're dealing exactly now. From Devil to this. Autumnal equinox may be around September 21st. As the days begin to shorten, the sun god and the mother goddess return to the underworld. Pagans celebrate the bounty of the year as well as prepare for winter. Without modern food preservation techniques or grocery stores, storing enough food for winter had a different urgency, one that we probably cannot imagine. Survival was in front of everyone's mind and everyone had to work together. At this time of year, prisoners were released and disagreements were set aside. At Maybon, we focus on forgiveness and letting go of unhealthy thoughts and feelings that have settled in our hearts that can fester and turn poisonous. So we let go of those kind of things. In this card, Demeter stays on the land for a little longer while her daughter Persephone begins her journey to the underworld. There is a sense of gratitude for what has been given and sense of responsibility for what will be required. This is a time to prepare our lives, both mundane and spiritual, for the cold, dark days to come. A time of accounting, wading out of consequences of your actions, making decisions now that will shape your future. So that is for you, this marriage with the Devil, like How do you deal it? Maybe let's see from this deck. Let's see from this 5 Numen deck. To advise before we read this. This might be meaningful, this netcaster preparation. Come to fruition. So what you're preparing, what you're dreaming, this is a shaman's dream. But what did I was asking now, like something about this relationship, what did I say? Was, yeah, how would you, there was this sentence, wait, I want to read it again. Time to accounting, waiting out of consequence of your actions, making decisions now that will shape your future. Okay, how about thinking about decisions that you have to make? Ui. 8 of Cups and 7 of Wands. Okay, 8 of Cups is really kind of hermit card, going alone a little bit as well, taking distance, and 7 of Wands is standing your ground. Oh, I could look, I have taken some love related notes, what the different cards would say to each other if they would be people. So what the devil would say to you, whoever is in the relationship. Let's see what the devil would say in this situation. It would say, do I have this card? Right. Devil would say to you, or you would say to devil, let's say, okay, so the devil is obsessed with you. That's what the devil is now, how you recognize it. It's obsessed with you. The person is angry and has control issues. That person struggles with jealousy and envy, and they don't trust anyone. Feeling insecure, and insecurities that leads to obsessive thinking. And deep down, the devil feels defeated and sad. And the devil wants to feel that they have control. But they are also, devils get a lot to done, so they are ambitious and competitive by nature. So that would be the devil in the relationship. And let's see what would be the justice card person. Where is it? Justice. They want to hear your truth and your authentic self, who you truly are. You could be mystery to this person. Person feels they have a lot to learn still about you. And the person want to know you as a friend first, before they can be deeper in a romantic sense and have a relationship with you. And this person want to end a toxic cycle in their life. And the person is feeling motivated to work in their life and commit to a deeper, special lifestyle, specific lifestyle. This person can also feel righteous and seeks and needs more balance. So that, what is this? Kind of standing the ground is devil, and the justice is like against each other. What else I can say? I think I'm gonna read this for you. This netcaster might be giving a really nice advice in this situation. Shaman's Dream. Only 2. Preparation will come to fruition. A surprise and result beyond expectations. The netcaster arrives to tell you to stop praying for the fish. They have arrived, and it's time that you cast your net, lest they swim away. Everything that you long for is within reach, but it has been so long since your prayers were answered that you have forgotten how to receive what is being offered to you. Put down the prayer beds and open your arms and you in your heart to rewards beyond measure. Cast your net. Take the next step that you have been planning for so long. Remember that the fish wait for no one, so time is of the essence. Heaven and earth are in perfect alignment for your victory. The stars are positioned for success. The only one who can spoil the perfection of the moment is you. If you ask, do I really deserve this? You will sabotage the magic and shatter the crystalline flawlessness of the now. The netcaster can also arrive to bring you bad news, to tell you that you have been snared in someone's trap and must wriggle free. Right now, it feels comfortable enough, even as the net begins to tighten around you. Do not wait until it is suffocating you before realizing you must escape and run for your life. It is still early enough to exit gracefully. Bide your time until all the conditions are right. Go to your place of stillness. I mean, this 8 of Cups is kind of go to your place of stillness. Of deep quiet, and watch for the signs that a new opportunity has arrived. Right now, you are patient because you feel that things will go your way. Learn to be patient with the people and situations that are more challenging. Yeah, there is this kind of standing your ground situation here. But overall, there is this abundance card. So remember, Pisces, what is your abundance? What you can offer to this relationship, for example, and what your partner can offer to you. And is that something you want to commit? Like even to be married to a devil, that Persephone does willingly. But to know Persephone is not a bad character in tarot. It's a high priestess. This person going to the underworld, this high priestess, is going to deep. It's wanting to have a deep relationship. And it's willing to go so deep that it's going to under the ground. So it's kind of like can feel dangerous. There's a lot of darkness, but a lot of things grow from that dark. So even Persephone comes back, it's not all year there. These are big things. Maybe the darkness can be those relationship issues also that you have to solve. It's kind of devilish situation with the money. But just be willing to have, if somebody can help you from outside, be willing to listen other people's advice or guidance or some kind of help. Because maybe alone, you need the time alone, yes, but you're more stronger with people around you. Even the mother is kind of like sad that the daughter has to leave. And the mother wants best for the daughter always. So if you would be parenting yourself, what would be the best you want for yourself? Think about that, Pisces. What do you want? Okay, this is your reading. If you like, press like and subscribe if you already did it. And I keep this kind of wild card readings every week. And it depends what comes up, how long it's going to be. But this was your reading, Pisces, and see you next week. Have a good catch.